What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview for John Wick Chapter 4. And once available, you can pre-order this at bigbadtoystore.com. $4 shipping, double box your item. You can put them on pile of loot. I'll put the link down below when it's available. So let's take a look at this John Wick from Hot Toys. It says highly detailed patterned fabric suit. The suit looks phenomenal, by the way. The tailoring, the fit looks great. I hope there's a little bit of wiggle room, because that's the thing when it's so tight fitting. You have some challenges posing a figure, even as raising a hand, for example. You can feel the tugging and pulling, and that goes for real life. Try wearing just a nicely fitted suit. You can't do all those maneuvers that John Wick is doing typically, but just aesthetic wise, this suit looks phenomenal. The length of the arm length there to the cuffs, it looks great. He looks sharp. The pattern on the suit looks beautiful. This is as good as you could go. The hair, initially I was just like, when I just saw the pictures, just one picture, I was like, the hair is kind of messy. It's kind of like flying around, and it's good for action poses. It's not good if you're just standing up. But what I didn't know up until now is that they included 2 hair sculpts for this one, which is amazing. So you got this nicely draping down hair, which looks phenomenal. And then you got that action hair going on for more dynamic poses like this. Great. Also included is the rolling eyeball system that I think helps bring out the likeness even more on this one. The problem, I do have the first John Wick. Why I had an issue with that, it looks kind of soft. Not kind of, it does look soft. Like the details has been gone from the prototype to the final product, thus making it look a little softer than it is. But here, it looks a lot tighter. You can see the wrinkle lines on his forehead and everything else. Like you could see the imperfections on his face. It doesn't look like you slapped a like a filter, like an Instagram filter on him. Now, there's 2 versions of this. One does have this M4, the bonus edition, which that M4 looks great. I think it's if you didn't have the first John Wick, I think that M4 would cost you around $30 if you buy it separately. So the way to go is the special edition on this one, because the special edition, the reason I said that is because you can only get that if you're in the US at Sideshow. So meaning you take out, the other retailers that you normally buy off with no shipping, no tax. Now you weigh in the savings. If that matters to you as much, then you have to go at Sideshow or get it from Hong Kong retailer. But this looks great. Like the accessories, the first John Wick, or every John Wick as far as weaponry is concerned, you'll never have a shortage of that. I gotta have this. This and Kane, those are the 2 figures that are non-negotiable for me. I gotta have those. Initially, I thought John Wick, again, this is Lionsgate, this is not Warner, so this might be a little bit of an issue for InArt, because John Wick, associated with hair. And who's the best when it comes to hair right now? InArt. Initially, I was just like, man, this would have been a perfect candidate. And it still is because of the long hair. InArt would do great, doing the hair sculpt, the rooted hair for John Wick. But with that being said, they're going to add, another $200 to maybe $250 with the rooted hair. And I don't know if I want to go that route. I think I will anyway. But what Hot Toys did here is that they gave you a separate hairpiece, which is, again, great for action shots like this. So I'm okay with that. I still would like to see a proper rooted hair John Wick. And then if I guess one way to combat that action shots, because if you're moving around, your hair is like flowing in the air and all that stuff. One way to combat that for InArt, if they ever make this one, is maybe to get a second head sculpt with a more dynamic or more expressive face, and maybe that has a sculpted hair which is kind of like flying like this, or a more, I guess, intense face, and I'll be okay with that. But I still would like to see an NR John Wick / Matrix or Keanu at some point. That would be great. I would love to see that. But for now, I'm extremely happy with what Hot Toys produced here. Looking at my John Wick, who has a custom head sculpt, 2 custom head sculpt from Max Nut, which I'm extremely happy about, But with the inclusion of rolling eyeball system, I think this is a must-have, regardless of how upgraded my John Wick is. So I would keep that anyway, because yeah, you can make an argument that it's a guy wearing a suit, but it's John Wick. It's John Wick from Chapter 2 and John Wick from Chapter 4. I think I only have 2 Keanu in my collection, which is the Matrix Neo from Hot Toys and that John Wick, and now I'll add him. All his performances are epic, are legendary anyway, on all those John Wicks. So why not have 2? I got like 7 Spider-Mans. Having 2 John Wicks is not gonna be the end of it. But I love this. I'm gonna put the slick back look, I would suppose, on my first John, and that has a different total look. That has like all black in him. This one is more of a gray pattern with white undershirt on it. So it's not like it's exactly the same, So there's a ton of differences in here. Now, if you don't want to see guys in, you can't have too many guys in suit anyway, because they just look pretty badass. I have him. I have John Wick. I got, I think, Michael Corleone and the star ace Pulp Fiction. They're all wearing suits, and it just look badass if you got a bunch of those. So, but yeah, dude, this is amazing. A must have for me. I'm probably gonna get the exclusive edition as well, so I probably have to get this at Sideshow, even though I do have that M4, not exact one, but something similar, And then you pair it up with the Asimus gun rack. Man, this would look good. But yeah, let me know in the comments section below. Are you guys gonna pick this up? Is it a must-have for you as much as it is for me? And if you have John Wick Part 2, I'm pretty sure you've done some upgrades to that. You still gonna pick this up? I personally, I'm biased here, so I still think you do. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.